up on the weekend edition, Pavarotti and friends sing for Bosnia. We go on tour with Lenny Kravitz, play golf with the Red Hot Chilli Peppers and chat with Wet 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 and Janet Jackson. Hello again, I'm Caroline Lillipali and welcome to the weekend edition. This week we go backstage with Lenny Kravitz, play golf with the Red Hot Chilli Peppers, chat with Janet Jackson and go to South Africa with Wet Wet Wet. But first, opera singer Luciano Pavarotti staged a special concert for the children of Bosnia last week in Modena, Italy. Stars who performed at the concert included U2's Bono and The Edge, Pavarotti, Michael Bolton and Meatloaf. All the proceeds from the event will go to building a music therapy centre in Mostar, organised by the Waterworld charity. And Toby Amies was there to bring us a full report on this spectacular event.
It was scenes like this that alerted the music world to do something for the children of Bosnia. Money raised from Pavarotti's concert for the War Child charity will go to the building of a music therapy centre in Mostar.
I think it's indispensable to do something for them. It's really the only thing who come to my mind in this precise moment. And I think we are in the right, and fortunately in the right track, because they need so much money.
What people understand is that even if the war seems very intricate and complicated and confusing, the simple fact of helping children is kind of unarguable. And I think War Child really benefits from having a very clear focus on that problem of what do you do with children in wars.
The maestro rang my house every day for about a month until we said yes, and write me a song, play this concert. We were making 2 albums at the time. We didn't think we could come up with a song or come here. But he's a hard man to say no to, as you might imagine. And he's also twice my size, and I bore that in mind.
I'm looking forward to the event. Because I believe that we're going to help some children, and that's really why I'm here. So the way I figured it, no matter how bad I do with him, it's okay because I'm helping some children. So I just keep telling myself that.
It just really opens up your perspective. It's like, I suppose it's like growing in life, you know, everything is a new experience and you grow. And I think it's going to be something that's going to be good for my head and long term as an artist, as a musician. I'm glad I'm doing it, and, you know, I like these things. They're great.
I can say believe in this event, trust in this, and we are here, Bono, The Edge, Eno, Pavarotti, me, everybody, Michael Bolton, and we are here for this reason, nothing else.
What's it like to sing with Pavarotti?
Oh, it's like singing with the horse of Troya, you know? Like singing with a monument, you know, with the pyramid, Egyptian pyramid, something like this, fantastic. It's something great for me and for my family also, you know? From now, my father knows that I'm doing something serious.
The song's about dealing with loss, you know, and I guess loss of peace, loss of freedom, loss of family. It is poignant, you know. Yeah, made sense to do it.
Beauty plays the clown, here she comes, surreal in her crown.
Brian Eno, Bono and The Edge. all on stage at the moment. The noise out here is deafening, but sweet.
We felt as artists that we wanted to try and be positive and try and get involved, and War Child was our opportunity because it's a charity that is starting the process of rebuilding from the ground up, from the children, and in that respect they can be apolitical. To them it doesn't really matter whether it's a Serbian child or a Bosnian child or a Croat child. It's just about the process of building again.
They gave me his number and I called him up and he said to me, and I was in London actually, and I was in the car nervous, and he said, well, here are the 2 songs you can choose. And he named these songs I never heard of before, and I had to learn them in Italian. And I said, let me ask you something. What if we sang Pagliacci together? And he said, bravo, genius, genius. And I had to move the phone away, and he was really happy about it.
Luciano, has tonight been a success?
I think it was an incredible meeting of people that they make good music for Bosnia. Of course, everybody knows what I mean. The music was, I think, remarkable at the high level, and we put together a different field of music. Like I always say, there is bad music and good music, and I think tonight we have done in both fields good music. I thank everybody, and I thank all the people that they are going to help these people from the Bosnia. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. But send all what you can, in money obviously, to the children of the Bosnia. We are making a musical center there, and I am sure that everybody who can will participate to that. Thank you. We want these kids at the end of the war, and they are happy and they are singing like we are doing tonight. Thank you very much. Ciao.
In the last 10 years, she's gone from being known as Michael Jackson's little sister to being a multi-million selling artist in her own right. With the release of her new single Runaway and the greatest hits album Design of a Decade 1986-1996 out soon, we asked her how she stays on top.
I've seen the world, been to many places. Made lots of friends, many different places.
What is the key? I think it's staying true to yourself and doing what you want to do. You have to believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, because no one else is going to. And staying true to yourself, and like I said before, and not doing things for it's that integrity. Having that integrity, I think, is the most important thing, as opposed to selling your soul just for selling several albums, you know, millions and millions of albums.
Golf is regarded as a gentleman's game, but when you let the Red Hot Chili Peppers loose on a golf course, anything can happen.
We're action guys! Achtung!
Golf is an extremely spiritual sport. It's a visualization
of the path. As you strike the ball, you, for that moment, own your own planet in orbit. You know, the green becomes a symbol of celestial heaven.
Hole in one! Oh my God, did you see that? A hole in one. Being in the Red Hot Chili Peppers has definitely been a dynamic experience. There's been some very high, very exuberant celebrations, and there's been a lot of tragedy and a lot of dark, terrible things have happened.
When their first guitarist, Hillel Slovak, died of a drug overdose, the Chili Peppers had a hard time in finding a replacement. John Frusciante joined the band for their Blood Sugar Sex Magic album, but left after a world tour, and the search began again.
We labored fruitlessly for a long time looking for a guitar player. Couldn't find one. Knew that we wanted Dave Navarro.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to be thrown into the big corporate machine that band seemed to represent to me at the time. You know, like a lot of press, high profile, cameras in your face kind of a thing. You know, I wasn't really into that, and that's not where I'm coming from. And when I thought about it again, they asked me again, it was more important to me to make new music.
Taste the Dave.
When Dave Navarro joined the Chili Peppers, he brought something special with him, a wild, psychedelic and experimental sound.
That's much better labeled than like a wheedler. Do you know what a wheedler is? It's a guitar player who goes wheedle, 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 wheedle.
It started when we were little kids. Free spirits, but already tormented by our own hands.
Dave joined the band. We set about the process of writing songs, hanging out, spending time together, trying to make something beautiful and true. And it took time.
For me, making an album, the time leading up to the album making, I was very sad. Making the album, I was kind of sad too, I'm a much happier person now.
In the end, we were all very proud, happy, and pleased with the experience and what the result was.
For me, it's a very dark album.
It is extremely and intensely personal and revealing. It also shows a lot of sadness, hardship, and difficulty in coping with the nature of life, but it's not dwelling in the tragic morosities of life. I think I made that word up. And morosity. It's really about walking through the morosities of life.
One thing that hasn't changed about the Chili Peppers is their very silly sense of humor.
We're very mature now. We've matured. We've
kids.
developed into a more cohesive, adult, contemporary, middle-of-the-road, unplugged bucket of mediocrity is what we've really evolved into.
Well, we hope to someday really achieve that. We're on our way.
Eating worms? Pff, don't think I'll try that one. And with that, we've come to the end of part 1, but don't go away, because in part 2 we go backstage with Lenny Kravitz and the Foo Fighters and fly all the way to South Africa to chat with Wet Wet Wet. Stay tuned.
Plugged in. Now unplug. Unplugged MTV Live and Acoustic is also featured on the following radio stations. MTV Unplugged. It's that simple.
Looks pretty good. Stop right here.
This ought to wrinkle someone's tennis whites.
surprised how many everyday things like heat, dust and traffic fumes can make your hair look dull and unhealthy.
Having researched the problem, I've found a perfect solution. Pantene Pro V.
Its provitamin B5 nourishes the roots and penetrates to the very tips, leaving a beautiful shine that simply glows with health.
Pantene Pro V, daily treatment for healthy-looking hair.
Today's world, the man jeans that can take a beating, but yet be as stylish as very good fashion. Hi, I'm Mr. Philip. I make these jeans. The Super Denim. Super Denim is the first jeans with both super toughness and style. How did I do it? No problem. I knew the fabric had to be tough, so I tested and tested and tested different materials. Finally, I found a super tough combination of Triclone and Diesel Cyclone. Now watch this. Thanks to excellent design, Super Denim is also very stretchy, but also very easy to wash. They dry in 5 or 6 seconds. Not forgetting, it's good for your love life too. Super Denim, no problem jeans for no problem people.
This summer, Universal Pictures invites you to a world like none you have ever seen before. Kevin Costner, Waterworld.